Well, good morning, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve and Gabriella Collins coming to you from beautiful San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker
in the world.
In the world. Thank you. I never know when she's going to do that. That's kind of like live Jack in the Box action going on there. Hope everybody had a fantastic weekend, and I intentionally did not create video material this weekend simply because I spent the weekend with the Zig Ziglar family in Dallas for our annual recertification and reconnection time. And when I am in receiving mode, because I'm normally in pouring out mode, I am very reflective and I take copious notes and spend an incredible amount of time preparing for conversations like the conversation I want to have with you today. So a quote by Wes Jackson that you may or may not have heard before that really challenged me to the core the first time I heard it was this: if your life's work can be accomplished in your lifetime, well, you're just not thinking big enough. Let's just let that sink in for a moment. If your life's work can be accomplished in your lifetime, you're just not thinking big enough. So let's traverse that for just a moment, if we will. And here's the conversation I want to have with you this morning. First and foremost, I want you to picture in the theater of your mind, if you will, a triangle. And the triangle is horizontally broken up into 4 spaces. There's a peak at the top, and then one underneath it, and then a third, and then a fourth at the bottom of the triangle. Of that triangle, I want you to picture this. At the bottom of the triangle is survival. Survival. Next to survival, one step up is what we call stability. One step up from stability is where we enter the realm of success. And at the very top of the realm of success is the word significance, which is connected to legacy. So let's have a conversation about this. You know, there are many people who have conversations and feelings and thoughts and ideas about the concept of success. And most people have judgments around the idea of success because they judge other people who are attempting to create success for themselves, judging them by assuming that it is a selfish act for that one person. The challenge we have, ladies and gentlemen, and why the good Lord tells us to not judge one another, is because you truly do not know another person's motivation for why they are doing what it is that they are doing. And to assume that is to step in a place of judgment. You may not have any clue what the motivation is for an individual to grow into that place where what appears to be on the outside a selfish act moving forward to enhance oneself is actually the groundwork that is being laid for someone to create opportunities for other people. Let me give you the contrasting realities. There are gurus out there right now. You can see them. You can pay big money for them to tell you this message. It's all about money, man. You got to go get that money. It's all about the money. Make that money, man. Love on that money. Go get that money. Money, money, money. Go get that money. There are the gurus out there that would love to take your money as they're telling you it's all about money. Then there are the voices of those who operated by principle rather than preference, by conviction rather than convenience, and whose words and revelation leave a legacy for other people, namely Zig Ziglar. Now, Zig did talk about money. He would say, money ain't everything, but it ranks right up there with oxygen in the gotta have it category. But here's what Zig said that was his foundational philosophy in diametric opposition to those who say, gotta go get that money, man, gotta go get that money. It's all about the money, baby. It's all about that money. Ha! Gotta go get that. There are millions of them out there saying that. Zig said this: you can have anything you want in life if you will just help enough other people get what they want. If you will just help enough other people get what they want. Do you see where many people assign a false motivation to a person pursuing success as selfish? You do not know the motivations of that man or woman's heart. Their motivations may be significantly higher than that and may be connected to enhancing the lives of other people. If your life's work can be accomplished in your lifetime, you're simply not thinking big enough. because you're likely just thinking about you. Now, this is where there's no condemnation. On that triangle I described earlier, the foundation of that triangle is survival. Sadly, most people are stuck in a survival mode. When you are in survival mode, you can't think about other people. You're typically not thinking how your life can be a poured out blessing financially or time-wise into other people's lives. You're just not even able to have that conversation because you're stuck in survival mode. In survival mode, you are looking to take care of number one. Typically, that is why succeeding at a high level is your God-given responsibility. If He has given you gifts and talents that can be utilized in service to other people, you have a duty to succeed in this life because it creates opportunities for others. Because see, when you're at that bottom of the triangle in survival, you can't think about anybody but you. And life is a train wreck and it's a mess. And I know, I have been there many, many times as a self-employed person for the last 21 years. It's hard to focus on anything else other than taking care of your needs and those around you. Then you consistently execute systems and models and habits, and now you step into the realm of stability, where you may be having a stabilized income, stabilized relationships, stabilized connections, stabilized thinking, stabilized emotions, and now you're in stability. Now, if you will maintain character and integrity, let me say that one more again for y'all. If you will stay in integrity during the season that you are in stability, then you get to step into the next section of the triangle, not the top, the next section, the third up, survival, stability. Now you get to step into success. And success can be defined by each person individually. Ultimately, it's spoken about in The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale that success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. I like that. The progressive revelation, or the progressive development, or the progressive growth, or the progressive pursuit of a worthy ideal. So success is subjectively defined by you, not by others around you. Don't let the media, don't let the news, don't let advertisers tell you what success is. Success is subjective to you. The progressive realization of a worthy ideal. You see, when you are in success, now you are in a position where you've moved through survival, you've moved through stability, and because you've operated with character and integrity, you are now trusted, and now you are into an awareness that says, I can be better than I am currently. Now you have the opportunity to truly grow into that space that only you can possess with your unique gifts and talents in order to become the very best version of yourself in that success mode. Now, the people who stay in success mode can stay there the rest of their lives, and they can enjoy. And that's where the selfishness can come in, because with abundance of opportunity for time and abundance of resources financially and abundance of relationships, one can begin to amass for themselves all they want for themselves. That's when selfishness can creep in. However, at the ceiling of success is the ground floor of this next section that ties into our quote today. If your life's work can be accomplished in your lifetime, you're not thinking big enough. At the very ceiling of success, it's the ground floor of significance. And significance is huge. Significance is where a successful person begins to look outward from themselves, from their world, from amassing things and stuff for them, and they begin to see, wow, I have been blessed, I have been entrusted with much, and to whom much is given, much is required. I've learned how to steward the resources, first and foremost, of my own self and self-discipline and thinking, and now I think I might be able to be a blessing to other people. Significance is giving back. You see, the purpose of wealth is ultimately to give back. Zig Ziglar began a conversation that has been taken by many programs and many gurus of the concept of be, do, have. You've got to be before you can do, and do before you can have. And his son and daughters, Tom Ziglar, Cindy and Julie, have carried on the legacy of Zig Ziglar through the certified Ziglar legacy coaches and trainers, and have added to it these two factors. B, you've got to be before you can do, and you've got to do before you can have. And that's where everybody else ends it. But the conversation with the Ziglars goes further. You've got to be before you can do, and do before you can have, so that you can give and ultimately have a legacy. And the legacy is the example you have left for those around you of the choices, decisions, and values that are connected to what you have utilized to build your significant contribution back to the world. If your life's work can be completed in your lifetime, you're simply not thinking big enough. You see, what if Walt Disney had a vision for his lifetime? We wouldn't have Disney World today. We wouldn't have Epcot Center today. We wouldn't have this. What if Steve Jobs' vision was just for his lifetime? We wouldn't have an industry that has literally disrupted the planet with the type of technology that is available to man at this current time. You see, the idea of your responsibility to succeed at a high level is not about your selfish pursuit or gathering of things and stuff and things. It's about you becoming the very best you can become, so that you can utilize your gifts and talents in service to other people, creating opportunities for other people. You see, when you live a life of significance, you're living a life of giving out and giving back of what you have received. And you create opportunity for a legacy for others to go on after you and carry that baton. When you reach the end of your life, as Zig Ziglar did, he was able to hand the baton to his family, who handed the baton to those of us who are connected to those values and systems. And his legacy lives on. What is your life's work? Do you even know what your life's work is? You see, here's the crux of the matter. Most people do not even know what their life's work is. So they are unable to create a plan to move towards that, to begin to even think bigger. So I challenge you today to really consider, what are your unique gifts and talents? And if you were to polish and practice those with a level of excellence that became noteworthy, how could you use those gifts and talents in the marketplace to be a blessing to other people and help other people? Because as Zig said, and my finishing quote, you can have anything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. I hope today I provided vision for you to see that if your life's work can be completed in your lifetime, well, friend, you're just not thinking big enough. Have a great day, guys.